Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and it is Friday. Let's go.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Yeah, it's Friday.
I created a monster, cause nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want shady, I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at the hospital by the doctor when I'm not cooperating. When I'm rocking the table while he's operating. Hey! You waited this long to stop debating, cause I'm back, I'm on the brag and ovulating. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problem's complicating. So the FCC won't let me be, or let me be me, so let me see. They try to shut me down on MTV, but it feels so empty without me. So
Let's go. It is Friday, 6:06, 57 degrees. And by the way, the Friday song, special dedication to Frank at Buffalo Grove, said he's ending a 16-hour shift right now. But he's going to... I know.
God bless you.
It makes you feel appreciative, doesn't it? Out there a little bit. But he said he's going to hang tight and listen live. He's not going to wait for the podcast later. He says, I'm going to listen live. You guys are like the start of his weekend, he said. Or we are, I should say. So thanks, Frank, and Buffalo Grove, and everybody representing out there. Appreciate you starting off today to the weekend with us because we have a lot of great stuff for you today. In an hour, 7:10, it's the last chance to get the 4-pack of tickets for the Chicago Wolves home opener tomorrow night at the Allstate Arena in Clash with Kenzie. Beat Kenzie in trivia, and you get them. We're giving them out anyway because God forbid we give those tickets to Kenzie and let her enjoy a night out of hockey. I know. Hockey halfway to her house from, instead of going to the United Center for the Blackhawks, you can get there pretty easy to the Allstate Arena. Yeah, it's too bad.
Good. Pretty easy. Pretty lickety split there.
Yeah, that's a shame. It's a shame we're not going to give you those. Also, Case's movie review and spooky month continues. He watched Chucky, Child's Play, at 8 o'clock, which no one knows really, but Diane Keaton voiced Chucky in that movie.
Little known fact.
She doesn't get credit. Her IMDb is ridiculous, but she didn't get credit for that.
Oh, it's a touching tribute.
I think she was passionate. It was a passion project for her.
Yeah. She didn't take any money up front. She only took royalties on the back end.
Just a couple points on the back end.
Exactly.
She did quite well.
Hey, it's a story that needs to be shared, and she knew that.
That's how she was able to give her dog $5 million with the Chucky royalties.
That's true. That is true.
We have that. We also are going to get into, at 6:45, if you missed this yesterday, conversation of why a homecoming dance has been canceled, and it may be in your area, what's going on as well. I want to remind everybody, let's say we get through today awesome, and the weekend goes stellar.
Let's say, as if there's doubt.
I'm worried. Why are you saying that?
See, because Kenzie's worried about her weekend going through like that, but...
No, she's worried about what you just said, not about her
yeah,
weekend.
I was feeling good about 15 seconds ago.
I was saying, let's pretend everything goes great today and the weekend goes great.
Why can't we assume it's going to?
Well, I'm just saying there could be a hang-up, but it doesn't go well.
What do you know that we don't?
Hang-up?
I don't know anything. What I'm trying to say is...
But what should I be worried about?
There's an asteroid headed, okay? It's going to be a near miss this weekend.
Because I think I was just about to say that you should talk about the thing that you're about to talk about, but I was feeling very good until you said, let's just pretend we get through this weekend, okay?
I have no idea what he's about to talk about.
So there's an awesome weekend we just had, and Monday starts next week.
Uh-huh.
So like a week from today at this exact time, we'll be broadcasting live from Alexander's in St. Charles as we kick off God Bless the Gravy on Monday digitally, so you can donate and help out the Greater Chicago Food Depository. But a week from now, after you have this awesome Friday and a weekend, because nothing's going to happen with this asteroid, I don't think, our broadcast will go just fine next Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. in St. Charles at Alexander's, an awesome breakfast place. And just by you showing up, you not only get free stuff and get to hang with us, you get to help God Bless the Gravy food drive in the first week of it for the year. So I didn't mean to mislead or scare anybody. I scared Case.
That was scary.
I'm sorry it was scary. It wasn't intended to be. God Bless the Gravy, I looked at it last year for a minute. The page is still up on Greater Chicago Food Depository because they keep up the food drives. We did $37,453 donated by you, which led to almost 120,000 meals because they take $1, make it into 3 meals. which would be incredible if we could do that when we go to the grocery store, but that's because they're magicians over there at the Greater Chicago Food Depository. So 120,000 meals you helped save lives. And there were donations. If you remember near the end, we were trying to get that total. And, for example, Disparity Law Group donated $1,000 last year right near the end.
Well, you're giving retroactive shout-outs?
Retroactive, we're going back.
No, these businesses
No.
have to donate again to get a
No,
shout-out.
that's enough.
No, I'm giving them out now because showing what people did to get the $1,000 and get out there last year. Hashtag Larry wins, by the way. Great guy. And they donated that. I'm letting people know that the generosity of people last year took us over the top. And I'm giving an extra shout-out for some people that did that last year. I won't be doing this next week. I'm just doing it right now. It's a week away, our broadcast.
You better not. You got to donate to get a shout-out this year.
You'd have to donate. We have a whole list of different ways to get shout-outs and things by your donations because we like to reward you for charity because that's how I believe it should be. If you do charity, you should get rewarded somehow. At least put your name
You
on
are
it.
just on a roll right now. You little handful.
No, that's what I am on Friday. My poor
You
wife.
are 2 scoops of difficult right now.
My poor wife, the whole weekend she gets me. No, I mean, I want to reward the people that...
No.
I'm rewarding the people that took us over the top last year, like Disparity Law.
Stop it.
What? I can shout them out. Disparity Law, Disparity
18
Law.
times. Just stop.
Yeah, it's fine. They donated $1,000. And I want to make sure the businesses know that when you do that this year, you get those shout outs and you donate heavy because some businesses did really well. Some people, if you do $5 like individuals, that helps too. It all helps. So that's what we're doing, at least starting next Friday with a broadcast, but the donations will start Monday. But right at this time, a week from today, we will be at Alexander's in St. Charles. All the information at Q101.com. Join us for the party, get free stuff, and help people.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and it's time for a fact that makes your brain go. And we're getting near the end of the year, so this is when a lot of lists are made based on the year and different things that went on this year, like let's say it was the top movies or top Google trends, whatever. This one involves travel, and this is something that's going into more so the second half of this year, and they're predicting it being number 1 next year, and this is travel trends of millennials and Gen Zers. So I can't remember what Kenzie is because I think she's in her early teens. I can't remember what she qualifies as right now.
I always get confused with what I qualify as. So I'm 30. And I get, Case has to tell me. I don't know. He doesn't tell me what I am.
You're on the cusp of, you're a little bit of both. Because you're
Okay.
very clearly not a millennial. You don't do a lot of millennial things, but you're also, way more Gen Z than you.
Okay.
You're nothing, essentially.
I know. Because I'm on the cut. I'm like the last year of millennial or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're more Gen Z than you are millennial, but you're not Gen Z the way I am,
No.
and you're definitely not a millennial.
No, when you look up Gen Z in Wikipedia, Case's pictures there.
Oh, yeah.
But you're the technical age is 29 to 44 for millennials. Okay.
Okay.
So
So,
you're-
technically, but I'm the end of it, so it doesn't.
But you're 7 years old, as far as we get you here. So we can't tell exactly where you fall.
I just said I'm 30, Brian.
But you, sometimes it's early teens, early 20s.
Okay.
So
Got it. I'm on the cusp.
So this is millennials and Gen Zers, and it's the top travel trend going on the last 6 months of this year, but they say next year it'll be number 1, overall. It really is for them, number 1 travel trend, meaning it's not an exact destination, like let's say Hawaii or something like that. It's more of what kind of trip they're taking. Does that give you enough to go on, Kenzie, on a guess on this one?
Okay, and I am sorry because I got caught up in the hoopla. Is this Gen Z or millennial doing this?
It's Gen Z and millennials. The number
Oh, they're both doing it.
they're both
Okay.
doing it. The number 1 trip thing they're doing.
The number 1 trippy trend.
And the trend, so again, not necessarily a destination, but it could involve, it involves going somewhere. It's a travel trend.
Number 1 travel trend.
Gen Zers and millennials.
That's a really good question.
Well,
Because I'm trying to think of something they would both do.
yeah, we can kind of sit back and kick back and
That's
do it.
hard.
That is really something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a question, all right.
Oh, man.
Well, because
Let's all just sit here and think about it for a minute.
Well, I'm afraid.
sorry I get asked a question and got that like a programmed robot.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Well, I could give you more, but it would give it away a little more, so I'm not doing that.
God forbid I sit with something for just a moment.
Let's just chill out and think about it.
Case always gets a lot of extra extra time because I have to answer first.
That's right, he does. I should mix it
how
up.
dare you?
You want to throw it to me first?
Why don't we do that, Kenzie? You think on it, let Case go.
Hey,
All right,
Kenzie,
because I still don't have anything.
Kenzie, you sit there and think about it.
Now, Case, do you have
Okay.
something because you had some time?
Ask me the question.
Oh, he's stalling again. He's
Ask me the
I
stalling.
know.
question. Ask me the question.
So the number one travel trend of your ilk and
Yeah.
Kenzie's ilk, millennials and Gen Zers, and it's not necessarily a destination like Hawaii, but it is a destination and it's a trend that they're doing.
yeah, I think the trend is that they're not going anywhere, that they can't afford to go anywhere ever again.
That qualifies as an answer, by
Yes,
the
it
way.
does. Yes,
That's
it
fine.
does.
So they can't afford to travel. That's the trend.
Uh-huh.
That's depressing.
Well, I can't afford to travel.
Yeah. Well, that's his answer. You can go to. I mean, there's places you can go for low money.
Where would I go?
You can get on a train and go to Rockford. That's a trip.
That is an option. But like, you know me, where should I go? What place screams?
I have an
Case?
answer.
for his question or the general question.
No, I just finally got to the first one.
Let's get to that before she forgets. I don't want to answer your question right now. She's got
I just
one.
want everybody to know.
Hit
Okay.
with it, Kenzie.
Okay, I think it's backpacking. Like, you
Okay.
know how people go places in backpack? Because
Sure.
one, it's affordable, so people do that because they stay at all the hostels and stuff. And two, I think, but these woke kids, I think that they think like they should see the world in a more organic way. Like, there's a lot of people who feel like you didn't actually see the country if you went and stayed at like a nice resort or this. So I think that that's becoming more popular.
These damn woke trips ruined
These
travel.
woke trips.
People used to go to Hawaii and Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's woke. All right. So coming up in 3 minutes after Lifehouse, we'll tell you the number one trend, and you may be in there if you're a Gen Z or a millennial. A travel trend, number one. It's Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. In just about 10 minutes, we're going to talk about a homecoming dance that got canceled. You will not believe the reason it got canceled. You can think about it, take a guess on that. But first, it is a fact that makes your brain go. And this involves travel trends. And this is where we're getting to that point where we're getting in the middle of October. We're going to probably have a whole bunch of Google trends and things for the whole year calculating from 2025. Now, this is Priceline's 2026 travel trend based on what's gone on the last 6 months. They're saying these are number one, and they narrowed it down to some groups. First, Case, since he went first on this one, while Kenzie pondered it for a while. So the travel trend of Gen Z and millennials is no trip.
Yes.
They can't afford it, and they're staying home in the silence, looking at the wall with no pictures on it. That's how they're spending their vacation days.
Wow, it's really hard to hear out loud what I do every day.
Do you have any pictures on the wall in your place yet?
No, I don't.
Did you have in the last place? Did you put pictures on the wall?
Yeah, like pictures of like a happy couple smiling in front of the camera. Yeah, no, we had those on the wall. But not in my new place, we don't, because it's just me.
Uh-huh.
And like a signed Bridget Calls Me Baby album that's sitting on the floor because I don't know where
Well,
to
you
hang
can
it
hang
up.
that up.
Yeah, why don't you hang that up?
But I've got a collection of signed records from bands that have come in and played lounges and done our events, but I don't have the architectural eye. I need a woman to do that. I want it to look nice in a woman's eyes.
Well, you just measure out the wall and put it in the center. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know where the center is.
Well, if you measure it, let's say it's 60 inches, 30 inches is where you put the nail.
But where do I start? Like, I'm not even being
He's
like.
not going to put it in the study. Probably has like a window or something, Brian.
That's what I mean. I don't understand. Like,
Wait, do you have any windows in your place?
I have one. I have two windows.
Okay,
I have two windows.
I want to check there first.
I
That's
don't
a
live
good
in
point.
maximum security prison. But where do you start if it's 60 inches? Where do you start measuring
Well,
from?
if there's no window, you just start wall to wall on the edge of the wall. If there's a window and you want to maybe put it between the window and the other edge of the wall,
There's not enough space there.
Oh. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Kenzie family want to help me out here? I don't know what to do here.
I'll, if Case would invite me over, I would be happy to help him decorate.
Well, you're going to be at Potbelly tomorrow, downtown.
That's the one on
Yeah.
the first original Potbelly's on Lincoln. That's the first one.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there.
Why don't you just swing by afterwards? I'm going to your Potbelly appearance. Maybe I'll just pick you up and you can come back to my apartment, pretty lady.
Pick me up in what? The bus?
True, he sold his car a long time ago. So you can pay
I
rent.
would give it a piggy
I'm
ride.
going to
to your
piggyback
house.
ride all the way to Uptown.
Okay, so travel trends. Case says no trip. We clearly got why that happened right there. Kenzie gets it's backpacking because in the same vein, maybe it's cheaper for Gen Zers and millennials to travel. And backpacking, you can see a lot. You can actually get overseas and just, stay in hostels and not send in big hotel problems.
And I think also age-wise, that's a more common thing to do, like before you have kids and stuff. So I could see Gen Z doing a lot of that. So that's my guess.
Yeah, now we'll say what Gen Xers are doing in the travel trends. They are going to Italy, and they're going to big beaches all over the world. And I think that I'm in the Gen X range, and I've been to Italy, and it's one of the best places you can go on Earth. I loved it to death. And maybe you're thinking, if you're a Gen X range, you're at a point where you are thinking a little bit more with, kind of maybe half your life over, that you're kind of going, I better start seeing some stuff because I didn't see stuff when I was in my 20s and 30s, or go see the world, if you will.
Yeah.
And Gen Zers or millennials, sadly, in this time of the world, see, at least us Gen Xers had that .com bubble to make some stock money off of in 2000 to go travel. Right now, it's harder to go anywhere because the price of everything is too much.
Yes.
Which leads to the fact that makes your brain go, Pace isn't exactly right. It's not no trip. And Kenzie isn't on this one either with backpacking. So Gen Zers and millennials, the travel trend in 2026 is to go home where you grew up as a trip. So go back home. Now, I know you might roll your eyes on that thing, and it's because they can't afford to go anywhere else. They're going to stay in your race car bed when you go back to your parents' house. But it says it is fueled by nostalgia. And to reconnect with their past is the word that's used. So 73% of travelers that are Gen Zers and millennials in this year and going the next year is going to be higher. That's where they're going. They're going back home to wherever they grew up as a trip. Now, you might live downtown in Wrigleyville. You're going to Schaumburg. That's your trip, if you grew up over there. But like Case grew up in Indiana. So are you going to go back there for a trip maybe this holiday season?
Well, I'm going to go home for 3 days for Christmas, but...
Yeah.
Sort of a quick trip. Once you see the IKEA and the Topgolf and the Portillo's downtown in my hometown, you're like, all right, I've seen everything.
Yep.
Caught up.
Santa came by. Good to know. I'll see you guys at the 4th of July.
3 days does that. Kenzie, I know you lived in Minneapolis for a while. I can't remember exactly where you grew up at the birthplace.
The two places I grew up, so I started out in North Carolina and then like mid-junior high moved to Minneapolis. I grew up in both. My parents are still in Minneapolis, so I go back there to see them. I'm visiting my parents. I've been dying to get my parents to move.
You're on the move here, right? To Elgin?
I would love them to move here. I'd also, just anywhere else I'd like to visit, because I don't have a need. There's no like nostalgia. I'm going over. I don't care about that. I'm there to see my parents.
I've never heard anybody say they're going on vacation to Minneapolis.
And you know what? My nostalgia, when I was growing up in North Carolina, I loved it. I loved school. I loved the sports I was part of. Like, I loved it. I did not feel that way when I went to Minneapolis. It didn't work out as well for me. They kind of have this thing where you should be like blonde and white, and I wasn't either of those, and it didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
That's an interesting thing they have up there.
Yeah, like this thing.
Who wants it to be blonde and white?
And
That's sort of my thing, too.
And I know there's probably going to be some adults that didn't have that experience because I think it's different than like going to high school. That's how it felt in high school. Like I wasn't attractive because I wasn't those things. I'm sure the whole state isn't like that, but that was like my experience there.
Also, on the text line Case, did I say you're from Fishers or I just said Indiana?
You just said Indiana, but I am from Fishers, Indiana.
Well, because you described it as the Topgolf, Portillo's, and what else?
IKEA.
Somebody tagged that as Fishers, Indiana somehow with those
It was a
three
really
things.
big deal when we got an IKEA. It was like a whole thing.
Oh, it's awesome.
In fairness, it's a big deal when anybody gets an IKEA.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic ad.
I remember them building that one in Schaumburg over by Woodfield Mall when they built that sucker.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
damn, what's that going on?
We
It's a
lit off fireworks and everything.
big ass building, man.
Do you know how much furniture I bought from there when I moved here? My poor father had to rent a truck. He thought we were picking up a coffee table. I go, surprise, I need a new bed set. You're putting it together.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Coming up in sports, of the winner of the Icy Hot Bowl last night on Thursday Night Football. Plus, I'm curious if Cubs fans are super happy about something that happened last night in Major League Baseball. We'll talk about that. And White Sox fans can actually jump in on this one, too. So that's all coming up. And the Bears-Saints preview with our award-winning montage to get you fired up for your Chicago Bears football this weekend. But first, we talked about something that's usually joyous in your life and had fond memories of. We talked about Gen Zers and millennials going home as a number one travel trend. And a lot of that brings back high school memories, homecoming, maybe the one that got away. But this homecoming dance was canceled in New Jersey. But then we heard from a lot of people yesterday when we played this audio late in the show about it happening, similar things happening in your neck of the woods here in Chicagoland for the homecoming dances. Do they mean anything anymore? They canceled this dance in New Jersey because of low ticket sales, which sounds like, Case, if we give a band that might have been canceled their tour because of low ticket sales, or at least postponed it, it could have been
Like the Black Keys, maybe?
Yeah, they had to postpone it, move it from the Madhouse United Center to a smaller venue.
What was the band you gave yesterday? Rat?
I
That
gave
was your
Rat.
example?
Rat.
A band who hasn't had a hit in 45 years?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They might have booked the Allstate
That was
Arena.
the first thing that came to his head.
Yeah. Oh, Lay It Down's a great song. And,
Not even Round and Round? I don't know Lay It Down.
Oh, you take a listen to it during the break here.
I'm not going to listen to Rat in my free time.
If you don't listen to it, we're not moving on with the show. You have to take a listen to it.
I really don't want to. That band sucks.
Well, like they said, they have some nice hits, and they could have booked the Allstate Arena and had to cancel it because, like this homecoming dance, low ticket sales.
Because Rat's 85 years old.
They're in their 70s. One of them's dead, but
When you say they had hits, plural or a hits?
They had massive hits, by the way. They did. They had probably about 5 good radio hits.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Again, the 80s sucked, man. What an
Oh,
awful decade.
shut up with that. I'm going to punch you in the face over that for all the people out there.
Ooh, now we're doing something.
Yeah.
I'm
Kenzie,
getting
sit
bored.
aside for a second.
All right.
Give me my brass knuckles, Kenzie, of my chain. Beat
make
Case
it
to death over
interesting.
here, ripping on the 80s. Okay, so this high school canceled their homecoming dance because of low ticket sales. It was Wall Township High School in New Jersey. And it's just one of the many schools that have seen a decline in interest, according to this CBS News report in New York that discusses the matter.
It looks like the Wall Township High School Crimson Knights aren't interested in dancing the night away.
Oh, adorable way to start that, by the way. Just cute. Really, really fun. And then they interview one of the kids here.
Night away.
No one's going to be there. It's like it's not going to be fun or anything.
No.
Now,
Not
I
any-
thought-
it's not fun or anything.
I thought that kid might look like Spicoli, but Case, who saw the story, said he looked like a lacrosse player with a polo shirt on and stuff.
I can see that. Very like hockey, lacrosse.
But that's just a different version of Spicoli. The spirit's still there.
Yeah.
The 80s skater to modern day lacrosse player pipeline is one that's prevalent.
Oh, God. It's Friday. I'm getting a little silly.
I can tell.
All right,
You said an asteroid was going to hit the Earth at the start of the show,
Yeah,
and it's only gotten weirder since.
Look at the sky right now. It's already coming. Look at the sky. It's terrible out there.
It does look a little spooky.
Okay, here we go.
School Crimson Knights aren't interested in dancing the night away.
No one's going to be there. It's like it's not going to be fun or anything.
Senior Joey Ambrosi says he didn't get a ticket to this Saturday's homecoming dance because his friends didn't. Earlier this week, the principal sent out this note saying the dance was canceled due to low ticket sales and limited student interest. The principal didn't respond to our request for comment Friday. The update had locals speculating on social media that the kids would rather be on their phones.
So what do you think of that assumption?
It's true, to be honest. Like, I mean, you look around, everyone's on their phone 24/7.
But
Just look around, man. Everybody's on their phone.
They could be on their phone at the dance, though. They could still go to the dance, so they could take videos and they could post those on their phone.
Yeah, I mean, people are on their phones everywhere you're doing something. A concert, whether you're at a football game, or even restaurants. I mean, you can still be on your phone and do something
Oh,
else.
phone
Right.
eats first. Absolutely.
You can doom scroll at the dance.
Can you imagine
Get all ready.
being
and
in
then,
the corner just doom scrolling?
I mean, God,
Yeah.
there's dances I went to, like, back in the day that I wish I had a phone to doom scroll on because otherwise your hands are, what do you do with my hands? If no one's coming up to you, no girl's talking to me.
that was the worst, is like not knowing what to do at the dance for your
Yeah.
phone. Yeah.
All the girls line up on one side, the guys line up on another side. There's, who's going to make a move here? What's going to happen here?
No one. And I think that still happens, but now because we have phones, guys just have the weather app pulled up and they're like, oh, look at that 10-day forecast. Well, I tell you, it's going to get a little cloudy next week. Because I know I've been in situations where I've been out and I should be making a move and talking to a girl, and I'm all of a sudden really interested in what the humidity percentage is over the weekend.
Sure. See if her hair's going to get bigger or smaller, depending on what the weather is that day.
Gotta know it's urgent.
Yeah, so it's okay to have your phones at the homecoming dance, kids out there. Still go to dance.
Senior Maddie Peterson says don't judge too quickly. She thought the dance wasn't promoted enough.
No, I definitely think people want to socialize.
I'm curious if if that was like Kenzie being interviewed. Kenzie thinks differently about the homecoming dance. Would you say that, Kenzie? I think they want to socialize.
I think they want to socialize.
Yeah.
But Senior Maddie Peterson says don't judge too quickly. She thought the dance wasn't promoted enough.
No, I definitely think people want to socialize.
And also part of that, how do you not promote a homecoming dance well at a high school?
I was wondering this as well.
Because it's just, everybody, there's not many.
Handmade posters? Yeah. Do it now? Like, what happened?
Did she want digital ads? Did she want a billboard in the lunchroom? I'm not sure how you promote it better.
And I feel like it's a bit of an attack on the free press because as somebody that was involved in student journalism and student broadcasting, we would have talked about there being a homecoming dance coming up. The problem is that nobody paid attention to the student announcements, and then they would, I didn't know about it. But the media was telling you there was going to be a homecoming dance.
The only thing I'll say is what she could be more so referring to is the day the ticket sales close. She may have knew there was a homecoming dance, but didn't realize you had to buy your tickets like there was a 2 week before it happened cap. Because even I, as I went to prom, on my way to prom, was like, what, I need a ticket? I was so confused. My dad had to go to the school and buy me a ticket while I was on a prom bus.
I got to be honest, I can't remember having to buy a ticket. I thought you just went.
That's what I mean. So, like, it could have just been, like, not good of, like, when you had to, like, buy your ticket. You know, the mom probably put the money in the envelope and she forgot.
Are these kids getting in a Ticketmaster queue for homecoming?
They've got to get a pre-sale code?
There's 10,100 people in front of you? Like, Jesus. What?
They buy a platinum ticket by accident. Like, oh, this is going to ruin me financially.
Wait, $2,000 for the VIP section?
Oh, my God. These fees are outrageous.
Is this Rush? What's going on?
They got to add a second day.
I'm trying to get to the dance to get some punch and some
I like
muffins.
I'm sure all the kids thought, God, this is like trying to get Rush tickets. I'm sure that's what they thought.
Yeah, just like so under-promoted the homecoming dance.
This is just like getting Rush tickets. But, man, I got to also listen to Rat at the homecoming dance.
Where's my laminate? I got to go back. I get some merch with this, right? All right.
A socialite.
Kids are incredibly overprogrammed at this point in time.
Psychologist Dr. Matthew Strobel says he's not surprised, drawing from what he hears from his teenage clients.
Smaller informal groups, that's where they're feeling more comfortable. There's less pressure in those groups. I think a lot of that has to do with social media influence.
He says social anxiety is still more prevalent in a post-COVID world. High school senior Elizabeth Burns still wants to see high school dances take place, but says at a certain point, social exhaustion kicks in.
We do enjoy it, but then once it hits like almost 3 hours, you're like, okay, I kind of like want to go home. Like, I'm tired.
Dr. Strobel adds that dances...
She can leave. She can stay for 3 hours. You can still go to the dance. 3 hours is a good spot to be at. 3 hours, leave the dance. I had a great time.
Right. I like how it's like, what a weird thing to say. Like, yeah, after a super long time, I'm tired.
They say we have to stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to stay 7 hours before you can leave. They lock the gates in the school. They pull those things down, and you can't get out of the school.
You know, it's not an illegal rave. 3 hours feels like an appropriate amount of time. You don't have to stay all night.
Yeah. And she's trying to make a presence. She ought to be an influencer. Needs to stay there longer to get her presence up.
Home, like I'm tired.
Dr. Strobel adds that dances might not be the way to...
Kenzie's laughing because that's I'm tired.
I'm tired. Have you been through a lot tonight? This is too much
kind
for you.
of like want to go home. Like I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Want to go home. Like I'm tired.
Yeah.
Kenzie, she has, as far as we know, Kenzie, she has no kids.
Yeah, I don't think she has any kids.
Do you remember how not tired you were before kids? Like, you never were tired.
I know. These kids are losers. You know what we did? Like, I would crawl out from the depths of the club. It was bright out, and the sun burned me. Like, these kids are losers. Tired. I'm standing here 4 hours.
Like I'm tired.
Tired. Talk to somebody once at the dance. Like, oh my God.
Like I'm tired.
No.
I used to pull not one-nighters, but two-nighters before I had a kid.
That's what I'm talking about.
I was never tired.
Do I, like, my friends and family in Puerto Rico, you know what we used to do? And this is bad. I don't promote it, okay? But we'd be out all night. And there's not a lot of rules in Puerto Rico. We used to drive to one bar.
Hold on, I don't know if that's true.
They're not like
Wait, Google that while she continues.
Are there any rules in Puerto Rico?
I used to go to Aguadilla, and then we'd go to this one bar that would give out $1 drinks, and we'd get as many as we can carry, and we'd get in the car and then drive to the more fun bar with all of our $1 drinks.
And you're not recommending that, you said?
You shouldn't do it, but I'm just saying, these kids are losers. Like, go have some fun.
Yeah, just a lot of stuff to do.
Want to go home. Like I'm tired.
I'm tired.
By the way, I just Googled, are there any rules in Puerto Rico? It says, yes. Puerto Rico has its own set of rules and is subject to U.S. federal laws. Which means I'm not going to... But Kenzie never got tired there. No?
Want to go home, like I'm tired.
Nobody ever said that. No one ever said that. Nobody in my group was like, I'm tired.
Let's see what else he said.
Dr. Strobel adds that dances might not be the way to go for schools and that maybe surveying students on another social gathering idea could help.
Social connectedness is a really important thing, and it's a huge skill for teens to develop. It's a life skill. But we have to figure out ways to meet them where they're at.
In Wall Township, Christy Kalishian, CBS News, New York.
That guy's making me tired. The way he's
Find
talking.
ways to meet them where they're okay. I have 2 children, and I'm responsible for a lot of things. I don't need to find a new way to get them to socially I need to make sure this is fun the exact way you want. Go to the dance
That's what I'm
and
saying.
figure it out yourself.
The homecoming
These are high
dance.
schoolers.
The homecoming dance was designed perfect. It is a social gathering.
Yeah, we gotta meet them. They can suck it. You know
Yeah.
how like they can figure it out.
Once it hits like almost 3 hours, you're like, okay, I kind of like
Oh my god.
want to go home, like I'm tired.
You're not really meeting me where I'm at for fun.
That's Brian and Kenzie on
Stop.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.